trying to get it going over here. All right. So I'm live over on YouTube again. So good morning, Nancy. So let's see if we have audio now, because maybe it's my laptop. Maybe it's my laptop. Maybe. I'm going to see if anybody can. I'm trying. So it's like, you never know as a director of IT, right? It's like, can't you get your stuff going? We have issues too. It's kind of like in sewing. You have issues too when you're sewing. See if you can hear me over here, Lisa, on YT, please. It is showing video is unavailable. Can you back out of the ones I had? Oh, wait, somebody's here. Can hear you. Yay! Okay. Everybody can hear me now. Everybody can hear me now. And I think the camera is better also. Correct. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, y'all. Okay. Let's try this again. Thanks for hanging out with me over here on TT. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. So you are here. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. Okay. So we're going to update. We're going to add a new goal here. There we go. It is showing video is okay. Baxter, if you go back in there, you should be able to get in there. Thank you, Ari. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yay. Okay, it's working. I'll have to figure OBS out. I may have to take my laptop to work and get the kids to help me. You know, these young kids that are always doing the streaming and stuff. They're like, hey, we can help you out. I did it. Yes, I did it. I'm liking the new camera. Y'all, if y'all want to see a clear picture, check out YT. Check out the YT. Thank you, Irie. Thank you very much. I like the sparklers. Yes, high five to you. Very cool. All right, so what are we going to do today? Now that we've actually got it going, that took 30 minutes. Y'all, sometimes. So we are actually going to, I was going to do the cow mug rug, and I'm trying to decide, but y'all, I have to show you. Look at these fun little transfers I got. Do we want to have fun with these? Because we could have fun with these this morning too. Yeah, the color is awesome, right? The color is awesome. Good morning. Because I have a few of these fun little guys. I have to show you a few of these fun little guys I got. They're hilarious. Because we can just have fun with these and then do the cow tomorrow, because it's going to take a little while to do that cow. So we probably want to get going on those. So, but there has like avocado. The avocado is cute. I think this is what, sushi? Is that what this is called? Sushi? I don't eat sushi, but it's kind of cute. I thought it was kind of cute. So we have these. Good morning. And thanks for hanging out. So we have a few of these in here. Let me find, I got to find the more coffees, because there's some more coffees in here. The coffees are cute. Because I'm thinking, because it's going to, let me load the cow one, see how long it's going to take. And if as long as we have time, we can do that. We are making mug rugs today, Crystal. I was going to do a cow mug rug, but I don't know. I may have spent too much time trying to get the video working over here on YT. So let me turn y'all this way. I'm going to turn y'all this way. So what we're going to do is we are going to, let me load this design. We're going to go to the embroidery. We're going to load a design. I'm going to see how long it's going to take. As long as we have time, we can go ahead and do, the cow mug rug. So we're going to open that one up, set, and then embroidery. Let's see. That says 28 minutes. Okay, we got time. We're doing a cow mug rug. So the cow mug rug we are doing this morning is from Sweet Pea, y'all. So the cow mug rug we're going to do this morning is from Sweet Pea. So we're going to have some fun. With that. And then if we have time, we'll do one of the other fun ones that we have. So, all right. So first thing I need to do is let me throw that embroidery foot on here. Throw the embroidery foot. And happy Tuesday. It tells how long it's going to take. It does, Crystal. It does. It tells on the when you load the design. So it says it's got it has 39 color changes, which the color changes on an applique, because this is an applique mug rug. So as we go through, you'll be able to see how that works. And then it also tells you how long it's actually going to take on all of those stitches. It doesn't count into play because you're going to have to take it out and trim fabric off and all that other stuff, but it's all right. It's all right. It'll still work. So we're switching out. So this is just a regular sewing foot. We're going to switch out the regular sewing foot, and we are going to put the embroidery foot on here. The nice thing about the embroidery foot on the Brother, it has that kicker. It's got the kicker that comes off like this. And with the kicker that comes off like that, it actually kicks that thread up. That way it doesn't have those in there. So we're going to load that in there. And I always give it a little twist. Ah! And there went my screwdriver. I'll have to get that in a little bit. I'll get that afterwards. So, and let's get a drink of coffee. Y'all. Okay. Coffee is good. Okay. So we have that loaded. So now we need to get a hoop, and we are going to load tearaway. So we're going to load some tearaway stabilizer. And I've been doing my embroidery machine the past few days. So much fun learning. Right, Barb? It's a lot of fun. It's a blast. It is a lot of fun. Okay. So we're doing a 6x10. So I'm going to use this hoop, which is this is an 11 by 11 more or less. It's 10 and 5/8 by 10 and 5/8. So, and the design we're doing is 6x10. All right. Thanks for your help, Lisa. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. So you were awesome. High five to Lisa, y'all. Give high five to Miss Lisa. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. I have a mess here going, y'all. Okay. So we're going to go this way. We're going to come over this way. And what we're going to do is we're going to, I think the camera is following me, I believe. No, it's not following me. Okay, we're good. It was following me for a minute, and then I'm like, yeah, no, don't follow me. I'm thinking, because I think this is going to turn inside out, I believe. Hold on, let's see. Because I have the instructions over here just to make sure. We're going to scroll through, keep scrolling. I'm looking at the instructions right quick because I think it actually turns inside out. As long as it turns inside out, I'm going to do the no-show mesh. A lot of times they say do the tearaway, but I like the no-show mesh because it's soft. There's a lot of color changes here, y'all. A lot of color changes. But we'll have time. We will have time. Come on. I know you can get there. Just keep them moving. Yeah, it's going to turn inside out. Okay, so we're going to do some no-show mesh in there. Because it's soft, and inside of the MugRug, you won't feel it in there, and it seems I constantly. You always clean your sewing room. You always end up cleaning your sewing room, y'all. It's like one of those things. It's like, what the heck, y'all? So, all right. So we're going to put this in here. Put that there. Okay, so we are hooping this. And like I said, this hoop is more or less 10 5/8 by 10 and 5/8. So we are going to hoop this. We'll load it into the embroidery machine. And then we're going to say okay. So what we'll do is we're going to come back over here. We're going to come back this way. And I think we're going to lower that light. So it's not so bright. Not so bright. That way y'all can see it okay. Display light. We're going to go down that way. Okay, that's a little better. Have you seen the Baby Lock Radiance embroidery machine? I have a hoop. No, I have not. 12 by 18. Good morning, Renee. Good morning. Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to take that thread out of there. We're going to add So I'm thinking what we're going to do, let's just use the white. We're going to use the white because it doesn't really matter on when we first do these first stitches on here because it's just going to do some applique. It's going to do some applique. You know that kind of abstract thing that I do? Almost same process on part of it. Almost same process on part of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run that first stitch on here, okay? So on the first stitch, what it's going to do, it's a placement stitch. So it's going to actually tell me exactly where I'm going to be putting the batting and top fabric on there. So we're going to get that running. And of course I chose white where I can't see it, so that's okay. We will see it okay. We will see it okay, and it doesn't really matter what I put here because that is I'm cutting a piece of fabric here, y'all. A piece of fabric here. So I'm thinking, so that should be, thinking I can grab one of these. Thinking I can grab one of these. So if I put that, no, that's not going to work. I need a bigger piece of fabric. So I'm going to put the batting down because we need batting down. And then we need a piece of fabric. A piece of fabric. Let's do, I mean, this one doesn't really matter because it's going to get covered anyways. It's going to get covered anyways. I'm sitting here talking to myself, y'all. Sitting here talking to myself. Thinking I'm just going to put this here. I'm just going to put this here. Then we'll trim it off. I'm thinking we're going to put that there. We're going to stitch that down. So we got a piece of batting. Oh, yeah. Piece of batting down, and then we're going to take. So now it's doing a placement stitch of where I'm going to put that first piece of fabric here. Let me get a piece of fabric here. I'm looking at the instructions right quick just to make sure that I'm putting stitch placement line, first stitch, place fabric E right side up, covering the placement line, and stitch fabric down. Use the bottom line you just place the next strip. Okay, that works. Okay, so now I just need. Thinking we're going to use some purples, y'all. I'm thinking we're going to use some purples. We're going to do some purples here. We're going to do some purples. So we're going to stitch that down. So it's going to more or less kind of do like an applique here, y'all. It's going to kind of do like an applique. I got to watch my fingers so I don't sew my fingers. And the way it's going to do is it's going to go across. It's going to stitch this one down. And then this stitch right here is going to be my placement stitch for my next piece of fabric. So I'm going to grab that right there. So I'm going to do this one in half. So we're going to go this way right here, and I'm going to place this upside down right there. So I'm placing it right sides together right there, and it's going to run a stitch right across the thing for you, right across. Thank you, Irie. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So we're going to stitch right across there, and then it's going to stop and let me fold it down. It'll let me fold it down here. Yes, it's an applique pattern, Barb. It is an applique pattern, because what's going to happen is it's going to do that applique all the way on the bottom. So now I'm going to fold this down. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool how this works. So I'm going to fold this down. I got to be careful and make sure that I get a big enough piece when I do this. Okay, so now we're going to go, I'm going to trim that. I don't know. So next, we're gonna go like. I'm gonna do that one. Then I'm thinking we're gonna go that way with it. We're just gonna leave the extra fabric there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It is not gonna hurt nothing. So we're gonna lay that one out. I think you could probably do this with 2.5-inch strips. I may have messed up on this one. I may have messed up because I don't think that's going to go far enough. I need a bigger... I don't think it's going to go far enough because it's going to come over. Yep, it is not. I don't think. I don't think I can solve that. So I think the other side's going to be fine. I'm sitting here talking to myself, guys. I'm sitting here talking to myself because I'm like, I can solve this. I can solve this problem. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a folded piece of fabric here. And put on the stitch line. This is really not how you should do this, but we're going to see if this works. Haha, I cheated it. Sometimes if you end up cutting it a little short, what I did is I took and folded a piece of fabric and added it because I messed up on the size that I needed and didn't go big enough on this side. So what I did is I took and folded a piece of fabric on there. So still works. Still works okay. So I'm thinking, you gotta be careful there because it's like, with it being what do you call it, sideways there, does the pattern what size do you use? So this is a 6x10, so it comes with 3 different patterns on there, and this is a what do you call it, it's by Sweet Pea. This is by Sweet Pea. If you go to Sweet Pea and type in cow mug rug, you'll find it. Do you have to have a sewing embroidery combination machine, but an embroidery machine is necessary? So you have to have an embroidery machine. You do have to have the embroidery machine. It doesn't have to be a combo. It does not have to be a combo. It can be either one. So you just have to have one or the other on there. So I'm thinking we need, let's go with a dark one on there. One or the other on there. And then once you have the machine, you just load the design in there. And once you load the design in there, you'll be able to get in there. So. But I'm almost thinking 2.5-inch strips would be probably better. I'm almost thinking 2.5-inch strips. We have one more. I don't think I've used this one here. It's kind of cool how it works. Kind of cool how it works that it actually just, it knows exactly where you're putting it. I've been having fun with the freestanding lace. Freestanding lace is fun. Actually, Sweet Pea has some freestanding lace. Maybe we'll do freestanding lace tomorrow. I know somebody had asked about freestanding lace, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Like I said, this week is kind of like whatever week. It's a whatever week. Let me see. Hold on. I need to go down. What step is that? That's step 12. Hold on. I need to look at the instructions because I'm not sure. Step 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Okay. Stitch the placement line for the long side. Okay. So we need to stitch the placement line. Do what, Cynthia? Welcome, welcome. Purples with greens. Yeah, right? Be kind of cool. Purples with greens. Okay. There we go. So now thinking, hold on. It says that way. Okay. I'm just making sure which way it folds down, which way it's folding down there. Because I need to see, thinking, will this one will not be long enough. I'm really wanting to use that one. I was really wanting to use that one. It's just not giving me enough. Let's go in here and look. This one is just going to be a fun whatever thing here. Thinking we're going to have fun with this one. We're going to put purple here. Fun. After we do this, we're going to be, we are making a mug rug. We are making a mug rug this morning. It is a cow mug rug. We first had fun with trying to get my YT to work, which I'm going to figure that out. Tomorrow, we're going to be ready tomorrow. We're going to be ready tomorrow on that. So, isn't it going to be pretty? I'm excited. I love the purples. Purple is pretty. Who doesn't like purple? You got to have fun with purple, right? You got to have fun with the purple. All right, y'all. I keep thinking I'm adding a goal, and now it's not there. Either that or you guys are doing that goal and killing it. Okay, so there's that. Stitching right along, stitching right along. Oh, wait. Come on. Oh, it's adding. Oh, it missed a step. Dadgummit. Hold on. I was supposed to have put that down before. Hold on. We got to fix this. We got to go back a step, back a step. Oh, wait. You need to go to that step right there. That step right there. That was my bad. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining. You need the purple thing to keep your fingers, right? I know. It's like, keep your fingers out of the way. Don't stitch your fingers down. Do not stitch your fingers down. Oh, I came so close yesterday. Oh my gosh. It wasn't even funny. Now it's saying stitch 17. Stitch the placement line for the top border. Okay. We're going to go purple. Dark purple. Okay. So come there. It's kind of cool. And the instructions they give with these designs are pretty good usually. And they usually have pictures and everything that go along with the instructions. So you can follow them pretty well. You can usually follow them pretty well. Go along this way. Okay. So now we'll stitch this down. This is going to be pretty. I love purple. Who likes purple, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so now we need to do the placement line for the other side. I'm thinking I'm going to have to grab some of this from this side because we want the same thing on both sides. Same thing on both sides. So I'm going to grab some of that because this is the other side is going to just get sewed into the seams there. So we're going to run a stitch placement line there. Good morning. Good morning. So it's putting a border around. So I put the same on the top and bottom, and now I'm putting the same. Who likes the polka dots? Instead of yellow polka dots, we're doing purple polka dots. Purple polka dots. Purple polka dots. This one's fun too. This is going to be fun. If we have time, we may have to make 2 of these. Maybe we'll do a different color one. Maybe we'll do a different color one. Who knows? Da-doom, da-doom. And again, thank y'all very much for hanging out while I was having technical difficulties. Okay. That's stitched. And then we're going to step 23, 21, continue to stitch the placement line for the head. Okay, so now we're going to do the placement line for the head. And let's see, we need felt. I have felt, y'all. We're going to use felt. Thinking I'm going to use how big do I need? I'm a guesstimating here, y'all. I'm a guesstimating. Okay, so I'm just taking a piece of felt. I'm going to put that over there because what will happen is we'll stitch it down. And then once we stitch it down, we'll trim around it. We're going to do trimming around it. So is this flip and fold design? Yes, Marnie. So the bottom part of it was a flip and fold design. Now this is actually applique. So it goes from the flip and fold, and now it's doing the applique. So it'll stitch this, and now what we'll do is we'll pull it out of there and we'll trim it. And I need to get some different color thread there. I'm going to pull this out. And let's go this way. That way y'all can see. So what we've done is we've stitched because you stitched the outside, and now we added the head. So now what we're going to do is you're going to take a pair of scissors and we're going to trim that out of there. So we'll trim that out of there. I had a mess, y'all. I had a mess. Mess. We'll go that way. Go that way. I'm going to come this way. Come this way. You kind of, if you hold the piece of fabric up while you're trimming it, it seems to trim easier. Trim. How was everybody's Monday? I hope everybody had a good Monday. Trim around this one. I think I need to load the dark brown, I believe. Okay, with that loaded, so we have it all trimmed. Now we'll load it back in there. You had a productive Monday? Nice. Productive Mondays is always nice. So very, very nice. Okay, so we're going to come back over here. My Monday was busy finishing up totes for gifts. I wish my Monday was sewing. But I did deliver that quilt yesterday, which is awesome. I'm so glad that she liked it. You always get nervous when you deliver those. So I need a dark brown. I think my dark brown is over here. Hold on, let me grab my dark brown. There you are. So we're going to load dark brown in here now. And I try to remember to trim that thread from up top. That way you're pulling it down. That way. This one, I've done this one before. It stitches out really cute. I've done this once before. I've done it once before. It's been, gosh, probably a year since I've done it. So now we'll stitch out that brown. We'll get that brown stitched out. And I'll look and see what the next step is. Stitching out. Adding the ears now. And you can use whatever color you want. I mean, it's just whatever you want to. Good morning, Arkansas. Where are we all from this morning? Yes, where are we all from? Where are we all from, y'all? North Carolina, Michigan, Bermuda. Welcome from Bermuda. Yay. It's always cool when we have from everywhere. I always love it when we have people from everywhere. That is the coolest thing. So very cool. Welcome to the live. Pensacola, Florida. See, Illinois. Very cool. Very cool. Arkansas. I'm in Arizona, y'all. I am in here in Arizona. Thank y'all for joining. So anybody that's just joining, we are working on a cow applique mug rug. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Midland, Texas. You know, Ma was from Texas. I was born in Texas. The boonies outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Chris, I'll come visit you. I like being out in the boonies. It's funny. So I was in Colorado for a lot of years, and in Colorado, good morning, Nikki. In Colorado, the what do you call it? A lot of times when they move cows right down the middle of the road. So, you know, and when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you end up coming through this traffic jam of cows everywhere. So I sent my friend in Boston the picture. I was like, hey, this is the kind of traffic jam I like to have as cows. I don't like to have the traffic jam of cars. I don't like driving in the cars. I don't like driving in those cars. So that is just no fun to me. No fun. So we're stitching these ears out. So we have the head on there. We're stitching the ears out. The next placement stitch is for the face, and the face is white. So we're going to add white fabric. So we're going to run that next placement stitch. I'll run that stitch right here. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Thanks for joining. Okay, so now we're going to add. They said you can use any fabric you want. We're going to add, I have some fun. It's like a fuzzy, well, it's vinyl on the other side, but we're going to use the back side of it to get the white. We're going to use the back side of it to get the white. And then we'll take this off here. We'll trim it off. Off, and then we'll have to load the white back in there because we're going to do a stitch around that. So we're going to trim this. You want to be careful you don't trim it too close that you end up cutting the seam. Because if you end up cutting the seam on there, I mean, you want to cut it close, but you don't want to cut it so close that as long as the design has fairly good size satin stitches on it, you're usually good. So it's when you come across those designs that don't have the large satin stitch, because then you're like, you got to cut so close, and it doesn't work out very well. It does not work out very well. But these looks like, I think we're okay. I think we're okay at it because it has some pretty good size satin stitches on there. So I think we're okay. It's where these curved scissors come into play and work really well because it'll get under that. Okay. So now we need to load. Where are we at? Load some white thread because it's going to stitch the side of the face there. Let's pull this out. See, I was good. I remembered. So I'm going to pull that thread out of there. Pull the thread out of there. Load the white. There is the white. It's going to be a cow. It's going to be a cow. Good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You are good. No worries. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Now that we finally got going this morning, we're having fun, y'all. We're having fun. Like I said, I apologize that we had a little mishap that I was trying to get going, and that was my bad. I probably should have tested earlier, but that's okay. So now we're going to run the placement line. The next thing is your placement line for the mouth. So, and that one looks like, trying to see, do we want to, because we have like that one we could do, trying to figure out what color of mouth do we want. Do we want a darker mouth? So we could do a darker mouth. Almost thinking dark. What do y'all think? Dark? Should we go dark? We could do a dark brown. How about a dark brown? How about this color? Because we went darker. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Darker. We're going to go darker. So we're going to place that one there. I was thinking come that way. Okay. And this is just felt. I'm using felt. Good morning. Good morning. I am using felt on here. So. Pull that back. So now we'll trim this off here. Just keep it trimming. Just keep it trimming. So you start with doing the more or less stitch you're doing like a quilt as you go kind of thing to start off with to get the base of it. And then you're doing a applique process for the cow. So kind of two processes on this mug rug, but it turns out so cute. Turns out so cute. I went by the design last time, but we're just having fun with it today. We're having fun with it today. Just keep stitching, just keep stitching. Okay. So now it looks like the next thing is doing is the horns. It's going to do the horns. What color horns do we want? Thinking, what do we got over here? What do we got? Let's do that color brown. We're going to go with that color brown. That color. We're going to add the horns. Add the horns. It is so much fun, the things that you can do with an embroidery machine, y'all. The things you can do with an embroidery machine. I have been embroidering for, gosh, years. I think I started embroidering early 2000s. I think early 2000s is when I got into doing, and I had the little Brother Disney machine with the 4x4 hoop. And I made so many different things with that little machine. I should have looked how many stitches I had on that thing when I got rid of it. I had so many stitches on there. It was so much. Do you want to do a bear mug rug, Cynthia? We could do a bear mug rug. We could have fun with a bear. Good morning, good morning. We may have to do a bear mug rug. So the bow. Good morning. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you for the heart, me. So yeah, so this morning we're have you used heat transfer vinyl for your appliques? I have not. I have not tried that. I have not tried that. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Keep looking for Christmas ones. Keep looking for Christmas goals here. I think that is a Christmas one. I have the brothers with 4x4 and can't wait to figure out how to do bigger with it. I'm good, Shannon. You can do bigger with it. We're doing the placement line for the bow. We're gonna do bow. So we're gonna add some pink vinyl for the bow. We're gonna add pink vinyl for the bow. He said, you can play with these designs. You can do whatever you want with those. So you can do whatever you want with those. But you can have fun with those. There's a lot of designs that you can actually use the 4x4 hoops and actually do bigger designs. So you start with the little ones, and it's just multiple hoopings. You got to do multiple hoopings with this. I can see if I can find those for you guys and see if maybe we can have some fun with them. See if we can have some fun with them. So. We're going to add a pink. We're going to do a pink bow. That off, and then we're going to trim this off. You're having a hard time finding vinyl? Look on A. Look on A. You should be able to find bundles of it. I hate to promote the T button, but you can actually find fairly cheap bundles there. But you can look on A and get quite a bit on there. You can get little bundles of it. The only thing about vinyl, it's not as easy to trim around, especially when you have a little bit of areas that you're trying to trim. Little bit of areas. I just like the way vinyl looks on it. It's kind of cool. I may have to raise this foot up though. A little bit. Raise the foot up a little bit. It's getting kind of thicker here. So our next stitch is the eyes. So we'll be adding the eyes here in a minute. It's our next stitch. Okay, that actually trimmed out pretty good. So, like I said, we'll get this hooped. Hoop you back on there. So next stitch is the eyes. This is looking really cute, y'all. Looking really cute. Let me change a setting on the embroidery foot height. I'm going to make it a little higher. Let's see, okay. Sometimes when you have extra layers of fabric in there, you have the option to raise that foot up a little bit. That way it's not pushing down on that fabric when you're embroidering there. So now it wants the eyes. So we're going to load black in there. This has really got me so attached to embroidery is the fun things like this is when you're doing designs like this and they start coming to life. It makes it kind of cool. It makes it really cool there. So but the camera isn't on the sewing. Ah! Sorry. I did not know that. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, so next step after that is the nose. What color do we want the nose? That's got pink. Do we want pink on the nose? We have pink on the nose. Pink on the nose. Pink nose, pink nose. What are y'all thinking of the cow? What do you think of the cow? Right? Isn't it cute? And it's so fun. It's just depending on what fabric you use. It's depending on how it turns out. So turns out so cute. Good morning, Gracie. We are doing a mug rug this morning. We are doing a mug rug. Maybe I can find, y'all want to do another fun mug rug tomorrow? Maybe we can have another fun mug rug tomorrow. What do you think? What do you want to do tomorrow? Y'all have any requests for tomorrow? Did you finish your, no. So, hey, good morning, Ray. How are you? Long time no see. How are you? We can do another fun mug rug tomorrow. I've got a few designs that we can do. I've got some fun ones. I like doing mug rugs. Mug rugs are a lot of fun because there's so many different ones out there. So many different ones out there to have fun with. So, how do you find designs for the adjustable hoop? So Marnie is saying that if you look on Creative Kiwi, they have some for you. I am good, Ray. I am good. How have you been? Christmas ornaments. We could do the, you're welcome. You are welcome. I could look at Christmas ornaments. We can do some Christmas ornaments. Y'all want to do Christmas ornaments tomorrow? My gosh, this is so cute. I mentioned of a bear. Oh, a bear mug rug? Yes, we can do a bear mug rug. hitting the face with a snowball. Hitting the face with a snowball. Okay. So next is the outline. Outline. What color do we want to do on that? I think I need to trim that right there a little bit more. Trim that right there a little bit more. There's a little bit right there I want to trim. Just a little bit more. Because we're going to do the outline of there. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Heading there with there. Snowballs are getting me. Okay. There's that one. Now we'll stitch out around there. So I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and use, do we want to use, I'm almost thinking we use cream on that one. Let's go cream on that one because that's the outside of the, there. This is so cute. So the next one is going to be around the bow. And I'm thinking... purple. Because we could do purple around that bow. Because the bow's kind of pink, but we could do purple around it. Do some purple around it. We're getting close, y'all. Because I think we have this stitch, and then our next stitch is around the bow, and then... Because, yeah, we only have about 4 more stitches. Thanks for the follow, y'all. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to use the purple. Thinking the purple around the bow. I'm thinking that purple around the bow, y'all. Blanking the purple. Purple, purple. Purple, purple. cute is that? Oh my gosh. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Right? The purple is gorgeous. Yeah, we've had fun with purple today. Purple has been fun. So now we're going to do around the bow. Around the bow. Turn that off. Do we want a dark purple or are we okay with, do we want dark or light purple, y'all? Dark or light? Does it have a dark purple? I have a dark purple or the light purple, right? And this is going to go around the bow. We want light or dark? Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, yum. Dark. That's what I was almost thinking was dark. Let's go with dark. Let's go with dark. Put that one back over there. We're going to go dark. This one there. We're going to go dark. Dark, dark. Darker purple. So this one takes about 6 minutes, it says, to stitch out. So it'll stitch this one out, and I think you're right. The dark is probably a good idea. The dark is probably the good idea. And that came out from under there. We're gonna. It came unthreaded. I'm gonna put you in there. It popped out from the first thread thing. So let's try that again. There we go. Ooh, the dark purple is pretty, y'all. That dark purple is pretty. Yes, fun way. Yeah, fun way to start the day. Fun way to start the day, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that dark purple, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited. We only got 2 more colors after this. We only have 2 more colors after this. That is so pretty. That dark purple is really pretty. Very pretty. Carrie, why would you your thread not catch the bobbin thread? Either the bobbin is in backwards, is what I'm thinking, or your needle is not in correctly. So I would take the bobbin out, verify that it's in there correctly. And remember, on that bobbin, you want it, when you pull that thread, you want it coming counterclockwise. You don't want it turning clockwise when you're putting it in your machine. And then also check that your needle is in correctly. Does anyone know if the do-it-yourself razor that people are making for their embroidery machine would work with Luminaire? Okay, hold on. The do-it-yourself, like the raises the machine up. Is that what you're talking about? Bob is right. It's got to be the needle then. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Sharon over here on YT is asking, does anybody know if the do-it-yourself razor that people are making for their embroidery machine would work with Luminaire? Anybody have any ideas? And I'm assuming that, Sharon, that you're talking about it raises it up. Is that what you're talking about? The platform they're putting their machine on. Got you. Got you. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen those. I know I did find out one thing, y'all. I did find out one thing. So the whole base, so it's a pretty good base on the Luminaire. You have to have, it all has to be sitting on something solid. It has to be sitting on something solid because I had put the Luminaire over here on my cutting table and I had about this much of it off of the table. It did not work. It didn't. I thought I broke my machine. I literally thought I broke the machine. So all the base, that whole base of your machine has to be sitting down flat on a solid thing. So just make sure if you do make one of those that yeah, just make sure that when you do make one of those that your whole machine is sitting down flat. So because I think with it being off just a little bit, it doesn't work out very well. It doesn't work out very well. Yeah, I found out the wrong way because, like I said, I have my other embroidery machine over here. And with the other embroidery machine, it's a lot narrower. I mean, the Luminaire has got a pretty big base. I mean, I don't know how long. I mean, you're looking at, I don't know, a couple feet there. So it's a pretty good base on there. So, yeah, that could, y'all, I have it sitting on a dresser. I have it sitting on a dresser here. So it works fabulous. It works fabulous. So I actually have, I actually considered, I have a dresser that my great uncle made. It's green though. And I considered getting that, but it's not wide enough. It's not wide enough. So, but yeah, lots of fun, y'all. Lots of fun. Only thing on this one kind of shakes a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, I'm in a camper, y'all. I'm in a camper, so. Okay, so we're literally done. We're literally done. So I'm going to load that last piece of fabric on here. Last piece of fabric. Move y'all back down. So I'm going to take that last piece of fabric. So what it's going to do is we're going to put it here like this, right side down. You want to put right side down. And then we're going to stitch it. So now it's going to stitch again, just to triple stitch that on there. So yours are sitting on very sturdy tables. Yeah, you have to be careful on it. You have to be careful on it just to make sure. So. So once we get this all done, we'll get it unhooped. We'll get it trimmed around the side. And then turn it right side out. Okay, it is done. So now we're going to unhoop this. That there, I'm going to turn that off because we're going to be done with that. Done with that. Okay, so we're going to come back this way. Come back this way. Okay, so we're going to come over here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to trim around. You don't want to trim too close to the stitch line because you don't want to cut the stitch line there. So I'm going to take, there we are. Where is over there? And I'm going to measure just a 1/4 inch from there. I get a few layers going there. So I'm going to turn this way. 1/4 inch, yeah. You don't want to trim as close on this one. You don't want to trim as close on this one because you want to make sure that you have enough to turn it in. So I go like a whole inch on this one. Okay. So now on this one, sorry. So we trimmed a 1/4 inch around there. Sorry about that. So we trimmed a 1/4 inch around there. So now what we did, but I left a bigger, like an inch on this side because this is where your opening's at because you're going to want to be able to fold back in there. So I'm going to cut on the corners here. I'm going to cut on the corners. Don't trim your seam there. Okay, so now we're going to take and we're going to turn it right side out. We're going to turn it right side out. It's going to show exactly what we just made, y'all. Sometimes turning it right side out is, so this is why I do the other, this is why I like the other way I do these. Because then you don't have this issue. See, this is what happens is when you're turning them right side out. And then plus the other way, you don't have to sew the other ones. So. Push your corners out. Push out those corners. And you have that open seam there. You have that open seam, and then you just end up just stitching that down. But we're gonna press it out. I have the iron on, so we're gonna press that. Turn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like the envelope backing. The envelope backing, that's why I end up doing those, is because the envelope backing is so much easier. So much easier on there. And you don't have to worry about sewing it. You don't have to worry about sewing it. So I'm gonna press this down. A lot of times you could use the Steama seam in here too. That Steama seam. And then you wouldn't have to stitch it either. So, which is what I might do. Because then you end up adding a stitch to the outside of your mug rug. Adding a stitch to the outside of it. So, But anyways, it turned out kind of cute. It turned out kind of cute. What do we think here, guys? What do we think? Cute mug rug. Cute, cute, cute. Right? It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Right? And the nice thing is, so you have the little vinyl in there and the fun. This is just fun. That's a fun design. And Sweet Pea, y'all. This is from Sweet Pea. So crystals to sew up the hole. You have two options. You could use a little steam-a-seam in there on here. So you could just put some steam-a-seam there, or you could actually take and stitch all the way around it. But this is why I like to do, like Marnie was saying, the envelope backing. So that way you don't have anything to stitch up. So I'm thinking I'll add, do I have, hold on, let me look. Because I think I have that steam-a-seam. Where are you at? Steam-a-seam. Hold on, I have some right here. We're just going to put some right quick. I have some right here. I have some right here. So they have this stuff. It's called Steam-a-Seam 2. Steam-a-Seam 2 works out really well. So take a small piece of it. We're going to take a small piece, just a small piece. And it's sticky on both sides. Sticky on both sides. So you take one side off. One side off. I probably did trim that one down. So you take and you put it in here. Once you get it in there, exactly where you want it, line it up, and then you press it with your iron. Give it a press with that iron, because what it does is that heat activates that stickiness. Activates that stickiness on there. So once it's there, now what I'll do is I'll take that other piece of paper off. I'll take the other piece of paper off there. That's warm. That is warm. Ow. That is warm. Come on. I was like, is it back there? Yeah. So you take the other piece of paper off, and then you're going to take and put that seam right there like that. And then you press it down. And you press it down. Now you don't have to sew it. Now you don't have to sew it. Works out really well. So it literally closed that seam up. It literally closed the seam up. So that would make a cute little, right? It would. You could have fun with the zipper bag, because instead of finishing that last step, you could just unhoop it, trim it around, and make a zipper bag with it. So, and make a zipper bag. How cute, right? That'd be so cute. Lots of fun. Lots of fun, y'all. So, but I'm excited. She turned out kind of cute. She turned out kind of cute. I'm like, what am I going to do with her? What am I going to do with her? She's kind of fun. Kind of fun, right? Like I said, the design is from Sweet Pea, and they have a sale going on right now, so you might want to check out their designs. Don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can see. Let me search. I'm going to search for you so I can tell you how much it is right now. $5.99. $5.99, y'all. It is not bad at all. It is not bad at all. So, and y'all, it is so much fun. Get your coffee and relax with that cute mug, right, Deidre? And that's what these are for. That's what these are for. They're for your coffee. They're for your coffee. I love MugRugs. I don't know. I just love making MugRugs. They're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. Okay, so what did we decide we're doing tomorrow, y'all? What did we decide we were doing tomorrow? Did we want to do Christmas ornaments? I do have some lace ornaments for tomorrow that we could do. I've got lace ornaments that we could do. We could actually do a few things. We could have the lace going on one machine, and then we could have so lace going on one machine, and then we could do, it would make me happy every step I take. Right, Desi? It's kind of cool, right? It's like, oh, cute. But we could do lace on one machine, and then while that lace is going on the one machine, we could have another fun with another applique mug rug. How about we do that? Do you want to do that? Free bauble from Creative Kiwi has date and Merry Christmas. Marnie, send me that. Send me that over. Oh, bear mug rug. Let me write that down. I'm going to find, I have a bear mug rug, I believe. We're going to do a bear mug rug tomorrow. Let's do a bear mug rug. I'm going to I'm sending myself a message if I can find my phone. I'm sending myself a message that says, thank you. That says bear mug rug. Bear mug rug. So we'll do a bear mug rug tomorrow. Is tomorrow an extended live? Can we do a bowl koozie? I have some to make. Crystal, tomorrow is not an extended live. So Thursday, I'll be on Thursday if y'all want to. If we have time, we could do a bowl koozie. If we have time, we can do a bowl koozie, Crystal. If you want to go look at my YTs, you'll find a YT that has me making bowl koozies. So I have all of my replays over on YT. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. Okay. So tomorrow we will do a bear mug rug, and we will do some freestanding lace ornaments. So, and then we'll see what else we can come up with. Okay. You're very welcome. It is, what is today? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And then we get Thursday off for Christmas. So, and I'm not doing nothing for Christmas. I'm staying home and doing nothing besides sewing. I'll probably have fun sewing. I'll probably be working on the kids' quilts. So I got to get those quilts done. I got to get them sandwiched. I need to get them sandwiched. They're all ready to get sandwiched. So good morning, Suzanne. Good morning. So anyways, I will be back tomorrow, and just as a reminder, I just changed out the needle and put a universal one in there, and they're working awesome, Irie, awesome, yay, hooray! I'm happy for you. As a reminder, I do have that. I'm just gonna that 2-day virtual class coming up in February. So anybody interested, shoot me a message. I can send you the information on it. So we'll have fun. And the nice thing about the Zoom class, y'all, is I'll be able to see y'all. If you want me to see y'all, that way you can have questions on your machine, questions on what you're stitching out, any of that. So I can help you out. So help you out on there. And it's going to be fun. It'll be fun hanging out. So I'm excited. I actually get to visually meet some of y'all. So I'm excited. I consider y'all my friends. So it's exciting. I've met some very nice people on the lives. And I really enjoy it. So you too, Miss Shirley. You too. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. So yay. Excited, y'all. So, Nikki, do you want to come walk at PubWorks? You have a good day too. All right, cool. Come over to PubWorks and we can walk. It's cold outside, so we decided that we started walking inside instead of outside, and before we make ourselves deathly ill from walking in 20-degree weather. So yeah, now. So yes, have a great day. Okay, I'm going to let all y'all go. Come back tomorrow morning. We're going to have some more fun. I'm going to see if I can find that bear mug rug. We're going to have a fun with a bear mug rug, and we're going to make those Christmas ornaments. So come back and join in. Thank you all for supporting me, and thank you all for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. And thanks for y'all's help on the YT today. I appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day, and see you tomorrow.